Feel no guilt in laughter. She knows how much you care. Feel no sorrow in a smile that she's not here to share. You cannot grieve forever. She would not want you to. She'd hope that you can carry on the way you always do. So talk about the good times and the ways you showed you cared, the days you spent together, all the happiness you shared. Let memories surround you. A word someone may say will suddenly recapture a time, an hour, a day that brings her back as clearly as though she were still here, and fills you with the feelings that she is always near. For if you keep these moments, you will never be apart, and she will live forever, locked safe within your heart. Almost exactly a year ago, our whole extended family gathered for a family reunion in honor of Mom's 100th birthday. All during the planning, I worried that she might not live long enough to be a part of it, or might not be in physical or mental condition to enjoy it. But we were fortunate. She was thrilled to see everyone, and so amazed that we were all there. We all knew it would probably be our last reunion with Mom present, and I'm sure she knew that too. For some, it would be the last time they would see her. It was a loving and cheerful time to remember her, and I'm so grateful we had that, and that all of you can remember her that way, and not as she was in the last 2 weeks of her life. Mom always said that it was what we do for people when they are alive that is important, not big, expensive funerals and displays of grief after someone's death. We can be proud that our family showed their love and concern for Mom throughout her life. The 4 of us helped her move, did many things for her, visited her, called her, and some of her grandchildren did too. I had many comments from the staff at the hospital, rehab, and Homewood about what a loving and attentive family Mom had. Even so, I always felt I should be doing more, and it was always hard to say goodbye to Mom, knowing that no matter how long I stayed, there was always more I could do for her. Though Mom did not want an expensive funeral, she left few instructions, so it's up to us. Here we are, her 4 children, who, she said, became her whole life, to bury her ashes with her mother. This is the most appropriate place I could think of. I did not want to scatter her ashes. After Leif died, I realized that it was emotionally important to me to know that his remains were somewhere, and that there was some kind of stone to recognize his time on this earth, and I felt the same for Mom. We could not bury her with Dad, and given the truth of their lives, I think returning her to her parents in the hometown she loved as a child and visited many years is most appropriate. She did not attend her parents' funerals, one because she was pregnant and could not travel, and the other because she was in Europe traveling. Now she is, at least in our minds, reunited with them. Mom was always my North Star. She taught and provided standards of behavior, belief, love, affection, morality, compassion, and respect for others, and an interest in and curiosity about the world. She created a loving family that showed us by example how important family is. There are so many stories we could tell about Mom. We often have, and will do so the rest of our lives. But the one I don't think we have told is about her spunk and bravery. One of Mom's admonitions was, "I wouldn't give 2 cents for someone without any spunk, but you have to learn how to direct it." I heard this often as a child. I was a stubborn, spunky kid, quite a trial for her as a mother, and we had many battles of the wills. I did not make life easy for her, and as she put it, I was lucky to survive to the age of 3 without her strangling me. She had plenty of spunk, and I must have inherited a double dose, since Grandma Kundiger had a book entitled How to Raise Your Nervous Child. Unlike too many parents today, Mom did not abdicate her responsibility as a parent, and had the determination to bring us up right. She did not shrink from exercising her authority. It takes spunk and determination to do that, and she did it with grit and love for 25 years. We know that in later years, she worried about being Simon Legree, and we all tried to allay her concerns and relieve her guilt feelings. I hope that if there is an afterlife, she knows she is loved and forgiven. Mom showed her spunk and bravery as a single mother, left with 4 headstrong children. She did an admirable job of managing limited finances, working, and managing a household. We learned the value of money and managing our resources. Our family remained strong, and we always knew we were loved and valued. Even though she was shy, Mom used her spunk and bravery to fight for the political, social, and environmental causes she so deeply believed in. Later, after we got her to come visit us in Germany, she found a new passion that took spunk and bravery, a woman traveling the world alone. Who else has a mother who traveled from the far north of Norway to the south of Antarctica, from Russia to Spain, from the Middle East to the Far East, from Africa to the Amazon? Who else has a mother who was smuggled in and out of Laos, rode a cart in Outer Mongolia, had a penguin peck her boot in Antarctica, shoot the rapids in Africa, or jump on a moving train in Mexico? She had such a spirit of adventure and curiosity. If there is an afterlife, I imagine her finding every way she can to explore it. In the last years of her life, she showed her spunk and bravery overcoming the incredible pain and disability of crumbling bones, clawing her way back from 7 fractured vertebrae, a broken hip, and a broken pelvis. I can't even imagine how painful and difficult that was, and I hope I never find out. Ultimately, it was her body that betrayed her, and she could fight no longer. There are so many things we can remember about our mother, and we are fortunate we have those memories. They, like our family, are a treasure we can value all our lives. What we can always take with us is her love. We may leave her earthly remains here with the parents she loved so much, but she will never leave us. Her bravery, her love, and affection will remain key memories for me and continue to help me live my life following my North Star. And now we will end our memorial service by placing flowers and playing taps, a song that she must have sung many times, as I did, at the end of Girl Scout meetings. She started Girl Scouts here in Stoughton, and her years in scouting were a treasure to her, as she is a treasure to us.